Welcome back, everyone, to the land of gods and dragons. Although, you're not so much in the land of gods and dragons at the moment, so much as far, far, far below it. In a realm known as the Shadow Pit, a sort of proto-fiendish realm of shadow, fire, and brimstone. Last we left off, you all had fought with some, just some little guys, some little fiends out on the cliffs, that were then followed by some not so little guys who were very gross and stinky. And they infected a couple of you with a mild disease that caused your flesh to necrotize and flies to explode from your mouth whenever you coughed. And by a couple of you, I mean Hugo and Wretch. Continuing along the journey, you all did eventually make your way into or towards the Citadel of Bone, where it is said that Pale Night resides, the mother of daemons. And it is she who you must seek audience with, for the architect has sent you to acquire a piece of her shroud, in whatever manner you may find appropriate to do that. After having a conversation with some rather sarcastic skulls on the outside of the citadel, and figuring out a way through the misty doorway, you all entered into the foyer, or the antechamber, whichever you'd like to call it, and decided to set up camp to get a long rest before delving further into the citadel, which now that you are inside, you realize is far more of a maze. Some conversations were had that night, some reconciliations, getting back into understanding and knowing one another, those that knew each other long ago. Some attempts were made to teach one-handed sign language to the other human in the party. And
to mixed success.
To mixed success. And also, there were memories of an ally whose fate is unknown, as Pfeifferon Thalamore is gone for the time being. Eventually, you all got your long rest, and upon waking, I believe restoration spells were cast to cure the disease. However, I believe it was Mill that cast the restoration. And Mill, I just need you to tell me how many spell slots you had used.
Let me check. Oh, great and powerful one. I had to use a second level spell slot.
You used one second level spell slot?
Yeah.
Okay. Then my notes are correct, because either Hugo or Wretch rolled the saving throw and was cured of the disease. So you only had to spend one spell slot to cure the other.
Yeah.
I think it was Wretch that actually succeeded
It was
again.
probably Wretch.
Yeah.
To be really honest.
But now, after
I think it was.
after a long rest, you've all started to rouse. You've been cured of any diseases and are only one spell slot down on your druid. And we
Just
return.
a reminder, I am only a 3rd level druid.
Yeah.
I have a level of monk now.
Mhm.
I do not have as many spells. So just by the way.
And now that is where we left off. So remember, everyone, to head over to D&D Beyond and open maps from your character sheet for this campaign, and you should be able to see this lovely little antechamber that we are in, and nothing else. And we're gonna test out the Fog of War feature, baby.
It's pretty cloudy.
Yeah.
There might be a chance of
If you wanted us to hear that,
It's like-
Jacob, we did.
I have to authenticate.
No worries. Okay. Oh.
And Cat has learned that he is strong enough now to pull my dice bag off of the shelf.
And he likes to hoard dice because he's a goblin cat.
Because he is a goblin. So my dice are all unorganized. because
Just a little gobbo.
I can't fucking keep them in the right spots because the cat keeps taking it off the shelf and digging into it.
He tries to crunch them. But
I understand that.
Does not chew on them. He does only throw them around and play with them.
That's cute.
Not when it's my fucking dice.
Not at
Right.
3 in the morning, it isn't.
I got woken up in the middle of the night by I had left my dice tray out with all my dice in it from Sea of Thieves, and I woke up to Daisy on my desk smacking the dice around in the dice tray. I was like, all right.
No, he picks them up in his little mouth and runs away somewhere into the house to bap them around as frantically as possible.
Pop.
He wants to stay right in our room with us because that's where the other two cats are with us, because the other two cats actually sleep through the night with us, but he can't. So he will find a die somewhere, either in his hoard that he has hidden that we have not found, or he will take my dice from my dice bag, take them into our room, push them up against either the closet door, which is glass, by the way, or he will put them up against our bed frame. And then bap them back and forth.
Clack, 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 click, clack, clack.
So loud.
All right. Can everybody see the map? Thumbs
Yep.
up. Cool. You all have awoken in this space. You have your long rest, and I guess it's time to ask, what are you guys doing?
I don't think this is really a space where we should be hollering and a hooting, you know, calling out names and whatnot.
I mean, I think anything here would already be alerted of us because we just slept here in a tree last night, and that's probably not a normal thing.
Hmm. You might be onto something.
So there are three, judging from what the map says, there's 3 ways we could go.
Yeah, so southern and to the south, those 2 doors are actually just one door that you originally came in through. There are ways out to the east, west, and north.
Okay.
So far, you guys haven't done a tremendous amount of exploring. You've just kind of camped in the center of the room. So,
Erin's just making sure she's mostly staying by Sylvie.
you got it.
Making sure she's okay.
Yeah, Silvery is, ready to go, but this is not Silvery's favored terrain by any stretch of the imagination. Not a lot of natural things down here.
I'm a ranger and my favorite terrain is hell.
It's that one. It's that ranger over there.
I think the favorite terrain is actually the torture room.
Who? Well, you said when we came in here originally, you said that there was a breeze, right?
No, there was no sense of air movement.
Okay, right.
Once you entered.
I didn't know if it was one or the other.
Yeah.
Okay, well, can I hear anything?
Make a perception check.
Ooh, hey, ooh. Oh wait. $12. That's actually better.
Oh.
I rolled a 4 on the die.
As far as bone citadels go, you think this one sounds very much like a bone citadel. You hear every now and again things shifting, and it does sound like bones clattering against each other, that kind of little rattling. Other than that, I mean, no other immediate sounds. Kind of a steady dripping, because it's also weirdly wet in here.
Just a reminder, your bones are always wet. Noted. Okay, what do you do when you normally walk into someone else's cart?
I'm sorry?
Well, when you walk into someone else's house, you gotta kind
Oh,
of...
I'm sorry. Hold on. Hugo, takes a second. Are you comparing this to just a normal house? Have you been in a normal house? It's an honest question.
I mean, I've been inside of buildings.
Okay, how many of them had a bone maze? Okay, perfect.
I feel like you're, lashing out about something, and, if you feel like you need to talk to someone, I am happy. And you watch as his very long ears kind of flap a little bit. All ears.
I can see that.
Did it because he's a cow man.
I'm gonna walk over to the north is the one we came in through?
No, south.
South.
Okay,
Came in
south. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go over to the north
Okay.
entrance, and I'm just gonna cast light on one of my little daggers and just try to kind of look and see what I can see.
You should be able to move your token over there.
So, this one? This is
Yep.
where I'm going?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you approach over in there. There is a long, dark hallway in front of you. And make a perception check for me, Hugo.
So perceptive.
You're so wise.
I mean, that's
16.
16 is good.
Great
As
to
you cast light on the dagger and hold it out, you're approaching this hallway with the intention of lighting it up. But the first thing the light glints on is lettering, words above the door. Just a shimmer, and it seems like these words continue to the left and to the right, maybe halfway between the top of this doorway and the ceiling.
What does it say?
Well, do you speak or read Infernal?
Yes, I do.
What you're staring at right above the door currently says Born of the Twisted Tapestry. But as I say, the words start somewhere to the left and have continued to the right.
And did you say they're in the tunnel or they're over the top of it?
They're over the top in the room that you're in, like going around the border of the room that you're within.
If I go to the other two doors, are there words as those at theirs?
Yeah, so as you shine the light, you start to see this is a long, continuous sentence that actually starts above the door you originally came in at the south, wraps all the way around, and back to that door.
What does that lovely, definitely non-threatening sentence say?
Says, in the depths where shadows writhe and bone citadels touch the sky, seek the gems that shimmer with hues untold. Gather 5, born of the twisted tapestry where the mother of demons weaves her dark desires. Assemble the chromatic keys. Unveil the path to the heart of shadows where pale night's secret whispers await your reckoning. And I will just go ahead and copy and paste that for you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, Hugo is now just standing in the middle of the room, just kind of spinning around, reading off the walls.
Wait.
Oh, well that's... That feels like a direction, I think. And I do read that out loud. I don't know how many of you speak Infernal.
A lot of languages. Infernal is not one of them.
I also speak a lot of languages.
You finish reading it, and you make this statement about the wording, and you hear a clattering, slightly familiar from the day before, like a and a little and up within the skeletal walls, you see a familiar face that you saw on the outside of the building, kind of looking down, little pinpoints of red as it chatters its teeth and looks down at you. And it just kind of in a sing-song voice, in the depths where shadows writhe and bone citadels touch the sky, and just kind of starts saying...
We read it. Thank you for the musical rendition. Any chance you want to give us a little hint? Help? Whatever. You seem bored.
Oh, bored? No, not bored. Doing my job. And again, this skull kind of starts to come out of the wall and creep down towards you with this long neck of vertebrae behind it as it kind of snakes its way down, looking at all of you. A hint? Maybe so. Maybe worth it. If your end goal is where you wish, then north is where you wish to go, then north is your best choice. But you will not find what you want or what you need. The eastward path leads more to what you want. The westward path leads more to what you need. It's sort of a choice you'll have to make.
Okay. Great, that was very helpful.
I guess that means we go west. What we need.
How does the
Perhaps,
maze knows what we need? It's a
How do-
maze.
but what if what you want can help you find what you need? Hmm?
We don't exactly have a lot of time to be running around an entire citadel of bone.
Not a lot of time, you say. Well, then you can always leave. And at that, the mist of the door just vanishes.
Hugo just takes a very deep breath, looks at Alexander and Erwin. Thoughts, opinions?
Well,
I don't. Alright, that's the direction we're going. Yeah, I'm just gonna start following Alexander and Wretch because they seem to know the most nonsense.
Got it? So you
We're
guys
going
are
this way.
gonna head towards the western door?
Why not?
Okay.
Yeah, why not?
I didn't know if that was what I was getting from that, so...
No, that's not at all what he was saying in the slightest, but that is what's happening, and I think that's hilarious.
Okay.
He was saying to slap the skull.
That's
Oh,
hilarious. Okay. You guys start to
Is that our
head
marching order? That's a good
towards
marching
the
order.
Yeah,
uh,
that is a good marching order.
you can't see in the dark though, right?
No, not at all.
Okay, cool. I cast light on you. Just whatever.
it's just glowing now.
It's something, some item that you have. I don't know what you have. It's glowing now.
Cool.
Well, you guys can go ahead and proceed into that hallway if you wish. I'm interested to see if I have to get rid of the fog of war.
I think you do,
Good to know.
mein Freund.
That's cool.
Ooh.
Vomiting it away. Well, this is a room. Oh, I lied. It's a hallway.
All right. And you guys begin your trek. What's the distance on light? It's dim light out to 60 and bright light out to 30, or it's less than that? No, it's it's a cantrip. It's less
Yeah,
than
it's a
that.
cantrip.
2040.
No, it's
20.
10 feet.
Oh,
Oh
10
no, touch
feet.
an object in 10 feet. What is it? The object sheds a bright light in a 20-foot radius
20
and dim
foot
light for additional 20, yeah.
Got it. Yeah.
So 40. It's
40,
total.
20, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's the same as a torch.
Okay.
I'm just a bright boy.
Let's just see. And
We
Alexander,
could cast it on Wretch.
Now she can see fine. Don't do that to the poor girl.
And
Alexander,
blind her.
as you are leading this group through here, oh, that's another question I need to ask. You guys have a marching order. How are you proceeding?
Well, I am glowing pretty brightly, but I'm not trying to be loud by any measure.
Copy that.
I think we'll just have Silvery be the rear guard.
That works.
Yeah.
Sure.
And everyone's just kind of holding Silvery's hand, leading her forward.
You Alexander, as you are leading the charge, I will ask you to please. You can make a. This isn't going to be a survival check. This is going to be a. I'm just going to have it be perception as you progress forward, just as you're keeping an eye on things.
Dirt 20.
Dirt 20. Good to know. You guys continue up around that corner. This is only slightly annoying. Up ahead, Alexander, with a dirty 20, you see a sconce jutting out from the wall. It's like a statue made of bone, with the top of the skull cap removed, and the fire is in the skull. It is just a continual flame spell, kind of sitting there glowing with light. Other than that, it's more hallway up ahead.
Do there appear to be more of those down the hallway?
Not that you can see. This is the only one you've come across so far.
Okay.
Oh, I'll just keep making my way forward.
Mm-hmm.
Just a quick question. The layout of this place doesn't does it feel similar to the care room?
No,
No,
this
not at
is
all, right,
very
so-
different. This place is made entirely of bone. It's like catacombs.
Okay.
Just bones all the way to the ceiling, and occasionally there's little bits of stone wall that's visible, but very rarely. Alexander, as you walk up towards where this statue is, because you rolled a dirty 20, just before you step past it, you see in front of it, the floor is raised slightly.
Yeah, his foot will just freeze mid-fall, and then he'll stop and he'll look over. And kind of, he holds a hand up for everybody, and he crouches down and kind of points at the pressure plate, presumably. Seems like what one of those are.
That is indeed what you're looking at. And you also see now, it's hard to tell, because again, there's like this dripping from above throughout here, but there are just the faintest remnants of scorch marks on the ground and on the wall opposite here.
Point at the pressure plate. I want to point at the sconce. And then I'm going to point at the scorch marks. And then, is it a long pressure plate, or is it fairly easy to jump over?
It's
I notice
it's about a 5-foot square chunk of floor.
Large. Well,
Gonna make investigation
Yeah, absolutely.
to see.
yeah, just to see. This is Jacob asking the party. I don't suppose anybody knows how to pick
21.
locks, do they? Or disarm traps? Thank goodness.
You've got a rogue.
I didn't. I
The
forget these
mastermind
things.
rogue.
21.
21. What are you in? What are you You're investigating the trap.
Yeah, the
Okay.
trap.
With a 21, Ervin, as you kind of look it up and down, the floor, this pressure plate is obviously what's going to set things off. the flame that is in this sconce is much like the flame from the foyer or the antechamber you were just in, is similar to that of a continual flame spell. So it's just been here forever, and as the more you look at it, the more you realize, oh, like, this is a magical trap. And it's one that might be difficult to disarm unless you have a magical way of doing so. Where, like, this probably can't be, like, disarmed with a sleight of hand. You would have to have, like, a dispel magic or something to get rid of this trap. And even then, because it is a continual flame spell, you're not sure how long the dispel magic would actually work.
Okay. Dispel. Does anybody have dispel magic?
Negative.
Negatory Chumba. Hmm.
Just try getting around it. Just hop over it or something.
Just try to jump it.
Merely jump it. Just succeed. I mean, yeah. 5 feet's jumpable.
Oh yeah.
Don't say that. You're not supposed to celebrate things.
If you'd like, I do have some resistance to fire. I can try to jump it and see if it catches me on fire just being in the air. Or we could send Wretch over, see if it lights her on fire.
And he's just gonna point forward and whistle. And yeah, Wretch is gonna try to leap forward first to test
Got
this.
Let me need to check
Hold on, Wretch. And
really quick.
Wretch will be so fine, you guys.
I will give Wretch an enhancing surge to get 1d6 temp HP.
Aw, you're so sweet. You're so sweet.
That's
She's
6.
literally immune to fire damage right now, though.
That's really
Well,
funny.
I'll put it on her sheet, though.
We love that. Okay.
you have 6 temp HP.
Let me take a look at this.
She might need it. And before it's a crushing trap.
She currently is a small dragon, correct?
Yes. The Drake is currently a small creature.
Okay. Does it say anything in the Drake stat block about how much she weighs?
Small dragon. No, it doesn't say anything about her weight. I mean, I have always pictured Wretch's current form, considering she's not super combat effective yet. She's probably like the size of maybe like a
medium-sized dog.
Yeah, so we're talking like like an adult beagle or
So
like a young German shepherd. Like she's not very large.
So she's
Sizable. She's
in
maybe
she's in the 40 to 50 pound range though.
easily. I especially transformed with actual horns and like exterior structures like that.
Go ahead, and as she goes to jump over this, I'm gonna have you make for me. Just make an acrobatics check for. Actually, it's just jumping, so it's an athletics check for Wretch. Not a tremendously high DC.
17.
17. Wretch jumps across, no problem. Kind of sits on the other side, sits down on her haunches, and looks back at all of you and cocks her head to the side.
Right, so we're not going to catch on fire in midair.
Pat Hugo on the shoulder next.
Really? Why don't you go over and be with your dragon?
You did say you were kind of fireproof.
Yeah, alright. Please let me use acrobatics. Please don't make me use my strength check.
Just jumping is an athletics.
Alright.
You could run on the wall.
I'm not touching any of the floor around this thing, or anything resembling whatever.
Sorry.
I may be resistant to fire, but I have 35 hit points. Let's be realistic.
Oh my god.
Ooh, natural 19, so 19.
Nice.
Hugo, you run, jump across, land on the other side with just a slight little skid. Wretch looks up at you, kind of tongue lolling out the side.
Right, good job. Alright, rest of you.
All right. I'll just jump on over.
Okay, athletics check, please.
I'm so good at those. 19.
Hell yeah. You
Oop.
jump right over.
I'll go. You want to go? It's a 12.
A 12. Mill, you run forward and you take your staff and kind of do a little pole vaulting motion. You make it across, no problem. But just at the last moment, as you get onto the other side, you are like steadying yourself and you go to put down the staff and you hear Wretch just growl and you look and you were about to put the staff down on the pressure plate and you like take a few steps forward, put the staff down. Okay, you're chill. It's all good.
Thank you, Rich.
Silvery rolled a natural 17 and is very strong, so Silvery jumps right across. No problem.
13 for Alexander.
13.
Big,
Alexander,
strong
you
elf lady.
you jump across, and everybody is good. Well done.
Move higher.
All right.
Alright, so we should be on a better lookout for traps. And I'm going to guess not all of them are that easy to beat, but we can hope.
I'm gonna start trying to keep my eyes specifically on the like immediate vicinity,
Okay.
since I know my other senses and Wretch's eyes will be able to perceive further anyway.
Mhm.
And cause traps.
Yes, and cause traps.
My friend.
All right. You guys may proceed as you see fit. As you walk forward to this next T junction, whoops. Everything pulls out in front. And you see there are two directions to go.
Do I hear anything of note off to the left?
To the left,
Yeah.
make a perception check.
Mm, 22.
With a 22. Not so much exactly off to the left. Weirdly, it's more like straight ahead.
Mm,
You think you hear just rustling, like slightly more shifting in the bone than what you've been hearing so far, but in front of you is just a wall. With that high roll, nothing specifically to the right or the left in this instance.
okay. I will let Hugo know that there is danger, and then I'll just point straight at the wall in front of us.
Should we attack the wall? Or no? Okay. Right. The wall is dangerous. Don't touch it. Which way are we going, if not directly at it?
I'm gonna try right first.
Okay.
And let's say that what Hugo lit up was one of my short swords.
Got it.
I think I read somewhere that whenever you're lost, you should stick with the left side.
Doesn't that have something to do with moss growing on trees?
That's to the north.
What do we see to this right side here? That kind of
Right
leaps in
side
and
as
hooks back
the
down.
as the light from your short sword. It continues straight ahead, and then an immediate turn back south. With the 20 feet, I'd say this is kind of about what you've got so far.
I'll come check out this lower portion, just in case there's anything noteworthy.
Down at the end of that hallway is a chest.
Hmm.
Are you following them? I'm following them.
How clean is the chest?
The chest is old.
Old, looks really tattered and ratty.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I should specify, it
Yeah.
is a chest of bone.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Well, guys, there's really only one way to find out.
I can just see if it's magic.
Does that waste a spell slot?
Mm,
Here for bulk, you get one free
yeah,
use
I
of
get
it,
a free
think.
one.
Oh, nice.
Actually, did they change that with new fear bulks?
I have it twice on my character sheet.
Well, you will have one free, so it'll show it on your character sheet. One will say, or on your spell slots, one will just say use, and that's your one freebie of the day. But I was gonna check and see if they changed it to proficiency bonus times per day with the new furball. Let's see. No. Okay. So you can cast detect magic once for free, and then every other time you have to use a spell slot.
Oh, I mean, I can do it now, or I can save it for later.
I mean, we're pretty early into this.
Why are we worried? It's just a chest. Can't you just check and see if there's traps on it?
You want?
Can I see
Do you want
any
me to-
like obvious traps?
From this far back, no. You'd
Am
have to
I
get
able-
I'm gonna go
Closer.
forward and check it out.
Okay.
Because I've got that. At least I've got some of that investigation skill.
You approach.
Yeah, I'll go check it out.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Totally. I know Hugo's probably better at them, but
Not probably.
oh, that's good. No. 13.
13. Yeah, it's a weird chest made of bone. It looks just as old and decrepit as all the walls here do.
Can I throw a rock at the chest?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just a little one. I just want to see what happens.
We love the mimic
It's
testing.
it's just a chest.
We all know what's happening.
Go
Player's
ahead.
subconscious fear.
Roll an attack roll.
17.
17. You throw a rock.
Eh,
Tink. Just tings off the chest.
that
All
does good.
right, Alexander's gonna put his sword in his teeth and see if he can open the chest.
Yeah. You go and you go to try
Seems
and
fine.
lift the lid off of the chest. The chest is locked.
Mm.
I can help with that. Can I try to pick the lock with thieves' tools?
Absolutely. Go ahead and make a thieves' tools check for me.
And that's just plus my proficiency bonus?
If you
Or is
are
it my sleight of hand bonus?
so, if you are proficient,
Mhm.
yes. So if you're proficient in both, then it is just the same as your sleight of hand. The difference is if you have expertise in one or the other. If you have expertise in thieves'
No.
tools, it's double proficiency.
Let me check. No, I think I just have proficiency. It would just be my sleight of hand.
You got it.
Well, fuck. The 3 plus 6, so 9.
9.
Sorry. Yeah.
You rustle around. You're not quite getting it. You don't break your thieves' tools, but you're rattling it around. It's not one to budge.
I'm not made for bones.
I mean,
Can I just?
break?
Yeah, I was gonna say. You say that as Alexander's knee raises, and I'm gonna try to smash the top of this chest.
Hugo just kind of like jumps out of the way.
You got it.
Hey man, we tried. We
We're
tried the
spending
simple
so
version.
much time on this.
Or not. It's been like 30 seconds of in-game time.
Yeah, that's 5 rounds.
Yeah, we're chilling.
Yeah, what do you you're just gonna smack it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to stomp it. I mean, it's bones.
Go
it's
ahead and
old
make
brittle
an
bones.
unarmed attack.
Yeah, I'm just gonna curb stomp this shit. Yeah, 22.
Yeah, absolutely. You
Or
take your booted foot and almost like Kratos, you like kick the lock, and then the chest just chunks open.
what's in it?
What's in the box?
You look inside of the box.
I think that's considered passing the vibe check, guys.
I think it did. I think you guys all passed the vibe check so far. At least in Alexander's eyes. Some of you are. Oh god. Sometimes you guys say some dumb shit. That whole conversation about like moss on rocks and always going left. It was just like, oh my god. I have so many things I could teach these people and I can't say a fucking word.
Inside of the chest is an assortment of red colored liquids in vials.
I'm gonna. Is it a.
Anyone can go ahead and make me an Arcana check on this.
Yeah, you guys want to check them out? See if they're
I will.
up to snuff? Oh, you know what? Fuck it, I'll try it. I forgot I have an OK Arcana.
That's a 16.
God, this is one of my int characters.
I just got a 7.
9, unfortunately.
Rough. I got a 13.
13.
Loving that number tonight.
Anyone who got above a 10, these are look very familiar to anyone that's ever purchased a healing potion. There are 3 slightly smaller vials and 1 that is a bit larger. You have 3 potions of healing and 1 greater healing potion.
I guess I'll take the bigger one. I think I have the largest health point pool, right, guys? I have 62.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think it's Silvery and I. I think she's pretty close to me, at like 50 something. So yeah, I guess you guys each get a small one. I get a big one. Right, meow, at least. Assuming the need doesn't change later.
Got it. Alrighty.
As we leave this little section of the maze, I'm gonna mark it as we head out with a DE at the entrance so they know it's a dead end.
Okay.
So if we come back this way.
Mm. Honestly, Hugo, you catch Alexander just staring at you, and there is nothing but respect in the man's eye.
There's a minute where he's just like, did I do it wrong? Oh, okay. Great. Where are we going?
Dave?
I point left. Yeah. I was just
Alright.
a little curious. The other ones.
Okay. Leaving corners unexplored, you continue along.
I figured that not Silvery, but Erwin made a good point. Which Ted, I don't know if if you know, it doesn't have to be left. It's left or right. It doesn't matter. You just have to pick one, and then never change it. It doesn't matter if you choose the left side or the right side, or left turns or right turns in a maze. But you got to pick one and stick to it. Bleh.
Alrighty. You guys continue along.
And yeah, I'm also marking literally every time we make a turn, I'm just marking which direction we went.
Okay. Let you guys continue.
What are you marking it with? Do you have like charcoal, or do you pull like
I have
chalk
the-
out of your bag, or
I
are
have
you
the
like
dis-
just
I have the
with a
disguise.
dagger?
I have the disguise kit. I'm sure there's like face paint or some shit in there that I'm just marking shit with.
I fully believe it's
Lipstick.
highlighter.
It's lipstick.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh my god, I love that.
Is it blue lipstick? What color is it?
What?
What color lipstick?
I
would
think
it be?
I would
Is
just-
it black lipstick because he's edgy?
I'm just saying it's red lipstick or face paint, something that stands out that we will be able to see. So we don't get lost and die.
That's if the maze doesn't change.
Shut up.
Hey, that's a Laser's problem. Yeah, just keeping an eye out as we move forward.
Alright. Just continue forward. Light shining off of Alexander's sword. So you round the next bend. The left turn here is easily visible as an immediate dead end.
Hmm.
To the right, you see light from another of these sconces up and around the corner.
Hmm. I'm immediately suspicious of fire traps, so I'm keeping an eye out for that as we round the corner here.
What's your passive perception since you're on? I mean, you are actively looking, but I do want to just keep in mind your passive.
25 passive perception.
25 passive. No, like as you're walking up and you're getting ready to look closely. No need. There is no pedestal. There is no spot on the floor here.
Yeah, it's a 25, and I will also say that my passive investigation is an 18, just because of the feat that I have. It's a weird number, so it's not immediately obvious.
Shout out to the observant feat, by the way.
Shout out to
You?
the observant feat. Oh, this is starting to get fun already. Shout out to mazes.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping that the fog of war would just disappear as you guys walked through it, but it's not that fancy yet.
Yeah, I can't even multi-select tokens yet, I don't think. Which is fine, but I would like someday. It's my own fault for having a companion.
Silvery's my companion.
Alright.
Pocket tank.
Pocket tank.
Love a pocket
one day.
Let's see here.
Me too. I bet he's chilling. Hopefully.
Alexander,
Yeah.
as you guys are walking forward. Oh, but you know what they do have now? A ping.
A ping. How do you do
As you got, there's an option just for
Oh, the
point.
point.
Yep.
Yeah. That's so cool.
It's kind of just like a laser pointer. But you in this area right here, you see the ruined remains of one of these sconces. Like the bones have all kind of fallen to the wayside, and you see a raised platform, like a thing, but the sconce has completely just fallen apart.
Okay. I'm gonna have Wretch walk across first. Again, she is literally fireproof.
Mm-hmm. You're just gonna have her walk forward.
Mhm.
Perfect. She walks forward, and as she steps onto the pressure plate, from the end of the hallway,
Ah,
Oh,
shit.
you hear and you hear. I need.
Shit.
Let's see. Oh,
Got
it's
us, guys.
just ranged attacks, so there's no.
Attacks.
There's no thing there. So I'm just going to roll and attempt to hit each of you. First will be Wretch. Does a 13 hit Wretch?
No.
Wretch is fine. Against you, Alexander. 17.
17 just hits.
You're going to take 2 points of piercing damage. And I need you to make, or actually, for now, you're going to take 2 points of piercing damage. And then I'm going to roll for everybody else. Hugo, that is a 16 to hit.
It meets.
Meets. You take 2 points of piercing damage. Ervin, that is a 17 to hit.
Fail.
Fail.
Yep.
Okay. And Mill, that is an 18 to hit.
Hits.
And Silvery, I rolled a natural 1 against Silvery, so that's not going to hit. So everybody who got hit takes 2 points of piercing damage, and then I need you to make a con saving throw.
Nine.
9.
18.
Okay.
Tarnish 20.
Tarnish 20. Hugo, as your other companions shrug it off quite easily, but the dart that pierces you pierces just like right into like center mass of your chest, and you feel a pulse of poison into your body. That's going to be, and we'll roll for this one.
I feel like I should have more than 35 hit points. I think I did something wrong.
We will
But maybe
check.
I'm just squishy.
You might just be squishy.
I might just be squishy, and that's fine.
You take 13 points of poison damage.
Awesome. So cool. Am I poisoned?
You are not poisoned.
Thank God.
As these just these super fine carved bone darts shoot out towards you all, and then after, like, those of you that dodge it, those of you get hit, and then you just hear a chunk 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 as it's run out, and it ceases.
Oh, that was convenient.
I
You're just
mark.
squishy chum. I'm sorry.
I just write trap on around the corner,
Well,
and I just fuck it all. Let's just
You don't-
fuck. All right.
I'm gonna jump
You
over
don't
it
look
just in
okay.
case. On the way over.
yeah.
What was that?
You don't look okay.
I'm gonna just grab him by the shoulder and you'll be alright. And a
I'm
couple little
fine.
little mushrooms appear on your shirt. And I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds.
You guys can attempt to jump over this if you wish to, but anyone that does step on it again, the trap is not does not reset. This is a one-time use.
11 HP back to your bed.
Hell yeah, we're almost back.
Erwin jumps over the trap.
God.
I will walk across.
Yeah. I walk across, but behind Mill.
It's really not necessary. He's not gonna hit you.
You know, that's great advice. I will definitely
But
be
you did-
less
I mean,
cautious.
you did kind of just take it, like full all the way.
Sorry?
The arrow, you just kind of stood there. You didn't even try to dodge.
I don't know. I can't see in the dark. It's fine.
Is there another chest at the end of this little?
No, this is a dead end.
Hmm.
Dead end.
Well, back down this way. Oh, wrong sides.
Head down.
Is a right turn technically, so we ignore it right now. Oh, skulls.
There's another light.
Watch it be that Kyle only put one sconce as a trap,
Only
and
one
we're gonna be
sconce
like,
trap. Yeah. Just the first sconce trap. Yeah.
PTSD. Already.
Joke's on you, it's after the scones.
True.
Fuck.
Now that you know what you're looking for, Alexander, this sconce does have a pressure plate in front of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Gosh, golly gee. We gotta jump it again, guys. Yeah. Wretch first.
Okay.
I'll jump after Wretch.
Everybody make an athletics check as you are jumping across.
Ooh.
Cool stuff.
22.
22,
17.
17.
11.
I deserved this.
For both of us, actually. Holy shit. Do Wretch and I just
22.
modifier?
It's
Oh
a
my
7.
god.
Rough, bud.
But I deserved it because I mocked Hugo.
Oh, is that what you were doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was trying. He's got a really low charisma.
Okay. Erwin makes it across. Wretch makes it across. Alexander makes it across. Mill, as you go to jump, you just stumble a little bit and fall forward onto the trap. Go ahead and make
It's an overhead trap.
make a dexterity saving throw for me, Mill. And actually, I need. Let's see. So Mill made it. Your Mill, yeah. So because of the angle of this, this is silly. It is just gonna be Mill. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
19.
19. 19 is very good. You only take 11 points of fire damage as the fire within the sconce glows blue and just erupts in that space. Those of you that hadn't, or Silvery who hadn't crossed yet, but who also rolled bad, would have gotten caught in this, but she takes a step back, and the rest of you look back, and as the fire dims down, you see a rather charred looking Mill Blythen still standing on the pressure plate.
I suggest you get off that.
I deserved that. And I will step forward and off of the pressure plate.
And as you guys look up and around the corner,
There's a body!
It's over.
Oh, good. I was worried there wouldn't
That's
be enough
not
bones in here.
it's a it is a skeletal body. Yeah, there's a skeleton on the floor here.
Just the skeleton, or do they have the remains of any?
You can make
garb or...
you can make an investigation check if you want.
Totally. You love hitting that button. God, there's my bonus. 17.
17. This immediately you notice with that, this is not a humanoid skeleton. Looking it over, you see it's very animalistic, maybe a beast, but you look down and you see like a very prominent horn on the nose. And you also see what looks to be the remains of some sort of vestigial wings on the back of the skeleton.
Oh.
This is maybe some kind of drake, similar to Wretch, but it's long dead.
Tragic.
Silvery, who has remained on the other side, just says, "Well, I've got this taken care of if you all want to come back." And you see that after Mills stepped off, Silvery has a vine holding the pressure plate down so that the trap doesn't reset. And it's just like, come along.
Thank you so much, Silvery.
Of course. Doing my best to be as helpful as I can.
Dead and dead body is what is written around that corner.
DEDB.
Yes.
It's the new DVD event. Or the new DVD clone.
Whoops. No, the fog
Coming
came
to you.
back.
Oh God!
Alexander!
The fog is choking us.
Left.
It hurts.
Left. We got some things going on here.
You look down. At the far end of the hallway is a chest.
Hi.
I'd like to throw another rock at it. I will get closer, but I will throw a rock at it again.
Roll to hit.
After he does that, I'm gonna try to lift it.
What'd you roll?
A 4.
Yeah, your rock whiffs.
Yeah.
Ervin, you're gonna try to what?
Lift it.
With telekinesis? Or with
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, absolutely.
Ah!
What are the specifications on telekinesis?
If it's 10 pounds of loose objects within 10
pounds?
feet of me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you reach forward and you attempt to lift it. You think maybe it's just a little bit more than 10 feet, or not 10 feet, than 10 pounds. You're not quite able to lift it with your psionic power, but it's there.
Can I use my telekinetic hands to open it?
Yeah. You try to fiddle with it. This chest is also locked. You can attempt to break it open with your telekinetic hands if you like.
It seems to be locked.
I mean, Alexander just broke it last time.
I shoot a fire at it.
You should.
No!
No.
Oh god, I was pointing at Hugo. No.
Hugo looks so proud.
Well, yeah, it's happening.
You
Got
break it. I mean,
Roll to hit.
uh, 17.
17. Yeah, absolutely. It hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
9.
9.
That's good firebolt damage. I mean, not firebolt because that's a spell.
Elemental blast.
Yeah. It's a very nice elemental blast.
Let's see.
It rolls a d10, right?
It's a
I remember, I'm
d8.
not crazy. Oh, it's a d8.
It's weaker,
How did you get that?
but it has a lingering fire effect. D4 damage at the start of the next turn.
Ooh. Yeah, you and all these bones just scatter behind it. Yeah, you destroy the chest.
Was there
What?
anything in it? Just bones?
Yeah, I mean, you get up closer. There seems to be a couple of things maybe within it. You see, let me roll. Actually, because it's funnier, Ervin, can I have you roll a D100 for me?
Sure. 47.
40.
And Erwin's gonna have like all these loose objects. If they're less than 10 pounds, gonna just start floating towards the party.
Yeah, for sure. You have so you rolled a 47, and then roll another D100 for me.
59.
59. That's great. Floating over towards you all are 3 objects that you very quickly realize used to be 2 objects. There is a set of goggles that have a little bit of like not charring, but like there's soot now on the lenses, and then there is a wooden stick that is snapped in half.
Are those goggles any kind of fancy? Might discern and I figure that out, and I'm a little pig.
Yes, want this.
What'd you say, Irvin?
Did you want this? Asking everybody else.
Are they damaged from the fire?
The stick, which as you look it over looks like it might have been a wand at one point, is snapped in half. The goggles, I mean the soot rubs right off the lenses.
Are they any kind of magical, or are they just kind of goggles?
You can make an Arcana check.
Oh, terrible. Natural 1.
Natural 1. They're decently made goggles.
Goggles. I'm gonna offer it to somebody who doesn't, to the general collection of people who don't have damaged ocular orifices.
Can I try and cast mending on the stick?
Want to try and cast mending on the stick? Normally, when you cast mending on something of a certain size, it just kind of works. And in fact, as you cast mending, you watch the two halves of the stick fuse back together. However, I do need you, Mill, to make for me a spell casting ability check. So that'll be plus wisdom.
$24.
24. It has fused itself back together.
Well, if it was magic, I don't know if that would have fixed it, so... I don't have a good arcana.
Can I make an Arcana check? Would I know if mending would fix something magical?
Yeah, make an Arcana check.
21.
21. With how recently it happened, it's not impossible if the magical item was of a more rudimentary enchantment that mending might work. But at this point, it's just hard to tell. It definitely has fused itself back together, though.
There's no way to tell what it does without using it, right? Even with a 21?
Yeah.
Okay.
This
Alright,
is,
well-
but yeah, with the 21, you definitely get the sense this is a wand.
Right.
And also with the 21, I will say, Hugo, you do catch a glint of magic from those goggles as well.
Alright, and I I point at the wand. That could work. Could explode. Depends. Let's save it for when we need one of those things. Also, those definitely have magic in them of something.
I notice anything as I'm looking through them, because that's absolutely the next step after
Do you put them on?
nobody took them. I'm holding. No, because I imagine that would be a mildly painful process. But I am holding one lens up to my one good eye.
Go ahead and make a perception check for me as you put this lens up to your eye.
Does it look good on them?
15.
15. You put it up to your eye, and Alexander, that light spell that is on your sword is kind of too much right now as you have this held up to your eye. Like it's almost like bright light as you're looking through these goggles. You're muted, bud.
I hand the goggles to Hugo,
Mhm.
and then I sheath my sword.
It becomes dark.
I hold the goggles up.
You can kind of see this whole hallway like it's dim light.
Oh. Dark vision is helpful. I hand them back to Alexander. If you're leading, probably want to keep those.
Yeah. Okay. I'll put those on. That's very helpful.
And Alexander, you go to put it on, and that they are kind of tight to the head, so you do experience a little bit of discomfort on the side. But you do realize that if you cock it to an angle, more like if you were like if it was an eye patch or something where it goes across the forehead more. So you have one lens that's kind of up and out of the way and looks silly, but you can just have the one lens on your eye and it doesn't pinch against your temple where it would hurt really badly.
Uh, Hugo, Alexander excitedly makes a series of hand motions, and I imagine that the only one that you actually pull out of it is, I believe his name was the Architect. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing you probably pick out is Architect.
You
The
think-
rest of the sentence is gibberish, though. And he's just like, he's indicating the goggles to some degree, though.
The architect. Do you think he made them? Do you think he could fix them so you have an eye patch? So we could both have an eye patch. Fantastic.
Look better with those, mister.
I mean, there's two lenses, and we both have one eye.
My other eye works, it's just weird.
Oh, well, you know, good for you. Anyway, are these goggles of
Must
night?
be nice having working eyes.
These are the goggles of night, yes.
What? Sick nasty. I'm going to, yeah, those are on my face.
Wonderful. Silvery it's like, oh, well, we're certainly finding interesting things here. We probably should try to accomplish something before the day's over, though.
There's a day in this lovely place.
Well, before we need another sleep, I should say.
Who needs sleep?
Think so too. But we've only been traveling for about an hour.
Have we? I feel like we've been traveling for maybe 15 minutes.
How long have we been traveling?
This isn't a very long hallway.
I mean,
Oh,
you guys,
yeah.
I mean, everything's kind of been happening real time almost. So,
Almost. That's fair. That's true.
Because Alexander doesn't need light anymore, I cast it on Mill's staff so that we have it in the middle.
Oh, right, you guys can't see.
Yeah. The mushrooms start glowing, that's perfect.
a surprising amount of you don't have dark vision, and it's lovely for me. Curse those random loot tables.
Lucky.
You know, again, you know what you're looking for. The sconce that is up ahead, Alexander, there's no pressure plate. But
Erwin jumps
Erwin jump.
over the skull.
As you guys are proceeding forward, Alexander, with that passive perception of yours, you hear
Yeah.
that sound again. That sound like
Shifting?
the shifting and rustling in the bones that you heard before.
To what direction do I hear that shifting and rustling? Is it to the
Up
left?
around the corner.
I hold my fist up immediately and I drop low shit the light. And then he looks at the light. Because that's the whole process there.
I put the light out.
No, the sconce that you're standing
Oh, the
next
sconce.
to.
Okay, cool.
Hmm. And I'm gonna creep ahead
Okay.
and go take a peek around the corner.
Want to go ahead and make a stealth check for me?
Gladly. Oui, excellent. 25.
25. Yeah, you are very silent as you sneak forward and peek up and around the corner. You see up ahead around a much larger room, you think, not a hallway. And again, it's not constant, but just every now and again you hear a shifting, like something moving, but then it stops.
All right, I'm gonna move back to the group, and I'm gonna pull out my notebook, and I'm gonna take a moment to write this information down clearly and concisely, and and just tear the sheet out and hand it to somebody to pass around the group, probably to Erwin because she's right there.
Got it.
Hope you read Giant. Assume all
I
of
do.
us read Giant. Yeah, and it's just relaying that information to you guys that there is some entity somewhere further ahead. I hear the shifting of bones. I saw nothing though. Its movement is periodic. It doesn't seem aware of us.
Is this the same thing you heard before?
Yes.
We could just launch a firebolt at it. See what happens.
What?
He kind of takes the sheet of paper back and bears it down on the cover and writes down again. We should just move quietly. And gives you a look.
Oh,
Don't look at me like that. Things have been trying to kill us this entire time. Maybe I just want to kill them first.
They might be like the architect.
I don't think that's right.
That's why it's better for us to sneak past rather than engage or attack.
I don't think that's right.
He tries to be more polite to Erwin than he does to Mill. So we're just being sneaky,
Is that what
I
we're
think-
doing?
I guess.
That might be
Yeah.
better. I don't really want to attack it.
Everybody go ahead
In case
and
they're nice.
make a stealth check for me as you approach. Silvery got a... Oh, Silvery has disadvantage. Silvery still got a 15.
19.
15.
Okay.
Kyle,
Hmm.
can I use my hidden step?
It'll only last for 6 seconds, but sure.
It says that it lasts until I attack.
That's the invisibility spell. Hidden step lasts for 6 seconds. It lasts until your next turn.
No, I'm looking at it. It says as a bonus action, you magically turn invisible 3 times for a long rest. This lasts until the start of your next turn, or until
Until the start of your next turn.
There we go. Yeah.
6 seconds.
I'm sorry.
It's a very, very good ability to lose sight during an encounter and get away from somebody, but in terms of just turning invisible, it's not super useful.
Okay, I will just sneak.
Yep.
19 for me and a 14 for Wretch.
Copy that.
That is a 18.
18. Oh, that's right. You've got actually somewhat decent dex on the boy. Yeah, you guys sneak forward and I guess start to head around the corner.
Yuppers.
It says scary noise with an arrow pointing the way that we went.
And that was the last message the next adventurers received from this previous group.
I'm trying to keep it entertaining for if anyone comes after us.
Scary noise.
Scary noise.
Spooky noise.
Back to square one. Scary square. Yeah,
Scary
I mean,
square.
you guys get up into the corner. You're being really stealthy. You look ahead.
Oh, if it does help, Kyle, the goggles of night are a 60-foot range. If
Yeah.
that's okay, cool. Just check. as we peer into the room proper. Oh god, it's a big old room of bones.
Looks like a boss room. Why is there a fog in here that we have to go through?
Why is there a golden fog at this doorway? Let's see if we can't get eyes on something.
Sneak up. You look within.
Oh fuck!
Oh, it's a really big room.
Holy shit!
Oh my god.
Is that a
That is-
giant-sized skeleton?
It is not a giant, not like in terms of the species giant. But it is in terms of size. Yes, it's a very large skeleton. As you all come entering this room,
I told
Set
you
up.
we were gonna see spooky, scary skeletons.
Sending shivers down my spine.
as you all stop at this doorway and look around, it's just dim light that you all are. I assume that in order to be stealthy, the light on Mill's staff was put out, which is fair. As you all look through here, and you see a crypt. This wait, where did my thing go? There we go. Up ahead of you here, you see what looks like a very large, almost a coffin sort of situation, on top of a raised stone dais. And just skulls and bones litter the room. And Alexander, just to your left, you see a massive skeleton. And that skeleton would have been able to stand upright in this room. That's how tall it is. It would not have been able to stand upright in the hallways because they're only about 10 feet tall.
Noted.
Are there symbols on
And
the
it's
stone
just chilling there? Those bones?
Everything is still. Again, every once in a while you hear, it's dim light that you're able to see in here, so it's almost like grayscale. And every once in a while you just hear a little bit of shifting, but that's about it. Ervin, what was your question? Oh, you're muted, bud.
Any symbols on the stone dice? Base? Nice.
You are currently about 80 feet from it. Nothing visible, like that's big enough to see from this distance, Erwin. You could get closer.
Alright, we're being sneaky.
You could get closer.
but
the Dan says
it's-
excitedly.
Is that scones, like,
This one?
is that lighting up? That's
That
lighting up
is
the dice.
that is lit up with the continual flame at the back end of the chamber. Yes, so there is some dim light on that, or some brighter light on that end of the chamber.
But not anything that makes it anything legible
No,
on the...
no,
okay.
you just see more bones.
So, are we going in?
That shifting appears to not be coming in from this room, though. That periodic shifting of bone.
It sounds like it's within this room. You're not seeing anything. Again, it's like you're looking into dim light.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ooh, think we need to get
Yeah.
You said your passive perception is a 25.
Yes, sir. Yes, it is.
Okay. Let me Okay. Yeah. What are you guys doing? Oh, you step into the room, Alexander?
I'm gonna start stepping into
Yeah.
the room. Yeah.
As
I'm
you
just.
stride
gonna-
into the room, you, in the middle of one of these segments of shifting, you hear a sudden stop. And you hear coming from above.
Mm.
And as you look up in the dim light, they were not able to get the drop on you because your passive perception is truly too high for a level 5 character.
Hey, tell that to Gio. He managed to get his higher.
And as you see
We're level 8 though.
multiple figures clinging to the walls, and the one that's closest to you, you see milky white eyes, no pupil, pale bluish gray skin and tattered leathers. It clings to the side of the wall, looking at you as it tears a chunk of flesh off of a bone in its hand and drops the bone. And they rush to attack. I need everybody to roll initiative. And wait.
Oh no, spooky, scary.
Tell
Bone
you,
lickers.
please. Okay. Spooky, scary bone lickers.
Bone lick. Goddamn
hate
bone lickers.
Okay.
Not 20.
Wait, I think I might have that
Or-
part with slurs.
Sir, he said to wait until he asks you.
I didn't say the total, yeah.
It's true. You just said you were excited. I understand. It's a crit. Who wouldn't be?
Actually, he's not in here yet.
Crits are always exciting. And,
Okay.
Gio, I bet a crit is really special for you because you always roll god awful initiative.
Yep.
Even with
I guess
like
I'll wait my
characters that
turn.
statistically should not have bad initiative.
I think
It's his
Tiki
curse.
has my highest one because he has alert, but
Yeah.
still.
I think he usually rolls pretty okay, but he's also frequently at the back of the initiative order.
You guys just roll better.
No
It's-
more, though. Not with the new turn system. Oh, wow.
It's a ghoul.
I feel like, yeah, probably. The proto-ghoul.
Ghouls are scary.
All right. Milblyden.
I got an 8.
Very nice.
Silvery gets a 12. Alexander,
17.
Ervin.
24.
Damn.
So proud of you.
And
Thanks, Dad.
Hugo.
Also a 17.
Bueno. We'll start. All right. At the top of the initiative, at the moment, the ghouls are all heading towards Alexander, who is at the center of the room and is just made of tasty, tasty meat. Erven, you still stand. Oh, here. Actually, let me do my thing real quick. Boop. 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 Boop.
That's a
It's
lot
too many
of them.
boops.
That's a
And
lot of them.
Erwin, you have just stepped within the hall, and you see these things are focused primarily on Alexander. However, one is just above you to your right, and it has locked its eyes onto you. What are you doing, Erwin?
This one, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
How far are they from each other and from us?
They are currently... The room here is about 30 feet tall. They are about 20 feet up, just kind of clinging onto the walls, gnawing on some sort of flesh. But the ruler is true here. So right now he is 10 feet from you, but about 20 feet up.
Oh, this is big. They're like 30, 40 feet from each other.
Yeah, so like these two are... it's the ones that are across the width of the room are about 40 feet. Then on... Yeah, they're all about 40 feet from one another at the moment. Because, chaos.
Yeah, let's... I'll telekinetic force and try to slam into the ground.
Okay.
Because he's, was that 20 feet in the air? 30 feet in the air?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It will be a strength saving throw.
A strength saving throw. You got it. That's gonna be a 13.
That is a fail.
Fail. So this one, whoops, here is going to get essentially pulled off of the wall and is going to plummet down the full 20 feet. It's going to be 2d6. It's going to take 9 points of bludgeoning damage as it slams into the ground here.
And an extra 5.
From the force.
Yes.
Got it. Wham! This ghoul is pulled off of the wall and slams down. It it growls in well, maybe not pain, but in frustration as it takes a lot of damage for the ghoul.
Excellent. I'm gonna stick by Silvery.
You got it. Ugh.
That's it.
Alexander, that's your go.
It's our go. Okay. I am gonna draw my short sword.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna actually... One of them plummeted. That's actually huge. I can't do anything against the other ones yet. So I am going to, as I draw my sword and start running to the ghoul that just hit the ground, or the creature that just hit the ground. I guess they are labeled ghoul now. But I'm going to run up and hit it, and as I do, I will command Wretch to follow my lead.
Okay.
Which just means she'll stick close to me and generally attack what I'm attacking.
You got it.
And yeah, I'm gonna do 2 strikes to this thing.
It is
advantage.
Yeah, you have advantage because it is prone on the ground.
Hot. Love to hear that. God, both rolls were actually kind of terrible though. Does a 14 hit?
14 does hit.
Thank goodness. And Wretch will spit a nice little fire globule onto it.
Okay. What's
So
the total amount of
it's-
damage?
The total amount of damage is 14.
14. Yeah, you eviscerate this ghoul that's been pulled down. You run up the extra damage is applied, and you cut across it, and it shrieks as it just. What was the extra damage? Fire currently?
Yeah.
Yeah, and as it just shrieks and shrivels as it burns away from the inside.
Terrible for it. Well, now we're back to the same problem. I might have an extra attack, but I can't hit anybody with it. So I'm just gonna stick close to my allies over here. Yeah.
All right. End of your turn.
Yes.
Hugo.
And
Can I, if I like come out a little bit, can I see any of these things?
You can see if you get out right there. I think the ones you can see are maybe these ones slightly.
Okay.
These ones you also can see because they're more lit by this light here. But you can see. I'd actually, for these two, I'm gonna have you make a perception check for me.
Natural 19, so
Yes.
dirty 20.
These two you also can see.
Okay. I'm just gonna step out, look around, and then I'm gonna launch a fireball at this guy. Am I clicking
Which one?
on him?
Fireball?
Or no, sorry,
Yeah.
firebolt. How do I make it do a
So
thing?
there's an option on the left-hand side for
This
points. There
guy.
you go. That one? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna launch a firebolt at him.
Launch a firebolt. Go for it. Combat
15 to hit.
15 does hit.
Gonna be 10 points of damage. Him. And can I tell when I, with the dirty 20 perception check, when I hit him with the firebolt, do they seem to react more to the fire, and do the other ones seem to shrink from the light?
Hold on just a second. Making this easy for myself. You launch the fire at it. That one is C. Takes 10 points of fire damage. It doesn't seem to like it takes the hit and it burns it and it like growls and it looks right at you. It doesn't seem perturbed by the light or the flame other than the fact that it was just hit by it.
Okay. I'm going to use my Master of Tactics bonus action. Bonus action to give the help action to Mill as long as he stays in 30 feet of me on his turn.
Okay.
Yep, that's what I'm doing. And then I'm just kind of staying right there.
Okay. You got it. That's gonna bring us to the Gabagools. Let's see. This one is going to jump down. And it is going to... It's 30 feet of movement. Yeah. This one is going to crawl down at an angle along the wall and get to right about here. It cannot quite get to Alexander, but it is going to make an attack against Wretch with its claws. That is going to be a 16 to hit Wretch.
Misses.
Misses.
Regis is attacking boy.
Wretch and I
This
have the
one
same
is
AC
going
currently.
to jump down, run over towards Hugo. This one is going to dash to get down to the ground, and then it is going to move. Whoopsies. Move here. And the same with these ones. They're going to both dash and get to about there and there, respectively. The one coming against dear old Hugo is going to roll. I mean, that's a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Are they all on the ground now?
They're all on the ground now. They are not incredibly intelligent creatures. They don't understand advantage like that. You are going to take 7 points of slashing damage as it runs up and rakes its claws across your shoulder, looking like it's gonna try to go in for a bite as well. But that won't be for this turn. However, I do need you to make a DC 10 Constitution saving throw.
I have really good luck with these. Okay, that's an 11.
You feel as the claws rake along your shoulder. You feel it's like tetanus. It's like your muscles start to lock up in place, but you you shrug it off, and this thing is still menacing you. But
I'm gonna menace it back.
You
Fuck
are
off.
not paralyzed.
Oh, great, I'm done with this. I'm done with this fucking poison bullshit. All right.
That is going to be the end of the ghouls go. Now, let's see. Can I actually run Silvery's kit here?
Custom class. Yeah.
Silvery is going... Blake actually has done a very good job of putting this subclass into D&D Beyond. It's
Thanks.
actually rather impressive. Silvery is going to turn and go right to you, Hugo, and is going to say, "Worry not, I've got you." And she just says, "I can send." And she touches your shoulder, and she is going to use her face step to teleport Hugo out of the immediate vicinity of this thing. And she can put him anywhere within 30 feet, I think. Yes, space you can see within 30 feet. So she is going to put Hugo. Let's see here. Right there for now.
I got put in the corner.
And then she is going to get right here. And is that a oh no. Okay. She's going to do that, and then she's going to attack with her lashing vines this ghoul. That hits. That also definitely hits. God, Silvery's broken as fuck. 11, 15,
Wrong tank.
20 points of damage from the vines to B. Immediately just like ripping into this ghoul, doing a significant amount of damage. It looks really fucked up. And then at the end of her turn, she's going to recklessly defend. Oh no, she's not within any range of anybody, so she's just going to get around to right here and call that good. That is the end of Silvery's go. Milblythen, that's your turn.
Okay. I am firstly gonna use my bonus action to cast Shillelagh on my
Absolutely.
staff. And then I'm gonna do the monk thing and bap him really good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Why don't
move over
you-
here.
Go over there and make that attack.
Oh, let's hope I roll. Come on, Mel. Ooh.
Guys, I think we finally are like slotting in as a party dynamic. It's really cute.
19.
Like everybody knows what everyone's kid is now.
Definitely hits.
Yeah, 19.
Wow.
That is a D8. Ooh. 13 points of damage.
13 points of damage. As you and how does Shillelagh manifest itself on this staff?
Mill just kind of looks at the situation and goes, "Oh, well," and he looks at the staff and he spins it in his hand once and he's like, "Silafire, I hope you're right," and then stamps it into the ground and the staff like twists and becomes a much more solid like wood, almost like carved, and at the very top a mushroom is just there, and he spins it and then smacks this thing over the side of the head.
Yeah. You hear a faint voice from somewhere within the ether. That's a good one, Milblythen. And you crack it upside the head, doing significant damage to this ghoul. Is that the end of your turn, Mill? I think you still have a little bit of movement if you want to use it, but I also understand if you do not want to use it. Uh-oh. Everybody's gone.
What happened?
Maybe cat things? Very possibly cat things.
Rascal. Is it my turn?
It will be
Sorry.
your turn at the time.
Okay.
I thought that the oven was smoking.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, that's I don't have a second attack yet, so yeah.
Okay. And sounds good. At the top of the initiative, that's Ervin.
Okay. I will simply use the enhancing surge on myself
Mm-hmm.
to get some HP. And I'm gonna overcharge an elemental lightning blast towards them. Number C.
You got it.
So this will heal. Okay, so this is not gonna add my proficiency mod. Oh, thank God. Nat 20.
Ooh.
Let's go.
And you were sending that at which one?
Number C. C.
Got it.
Yeah. So, oh my god, this is gonna be so. Oh, it's gonna be so good. This is 1d8, or I guess 2d8, right? Plus another 2d8. Plus. Sorry, this is the first time this ability crit. Another. Jesus Christ. Twice my proficiency bonus is 6. That's 2d4.
Dear God. What's wrong
yeah.
with you people? You're level 5.
You put us in a dungeon.
26 damage.
Oh my god.
You
Crit.
evaporate it. It's
And
gone. Yeah.
sparks of electricity come out of its lightning, and I will deal 4d4 to B and 4d4 to D.
Okay. Roll for D. B is destroyed no matter what.
13.
Yeah, B and D both. You destroy 3 of them with a single attack.
Critical.
Hot.
Oh my god. Silvery, look, I did it.
What an
Yes, that
immensely
was very
powerful
impressive. Stay focused. Is that the end of your turn,
Okay.
Advent?
That is the end of my turn.
Perfect. At the end of your turn, before Alexander's go, the stone crypt or coffin at the end on the stone dais, you hear as it shifts just slightly out of the way, and you see a gray clawed hand grip, and a creature that looks similar to these ghouls, but with a long, lolling tongue falling out of its mouth, begins to come out of here. And it is going to immediately use its turn to get up and out and dash forward to here. And then it's going to... Oh, that's, I think, all it's going to be able to do. As it crawls out and with the passive perception and the goggles on Alexander, the first thing you notice is lodged into the head of this creature is a pulsing, glowing green gem. Like it's embedded into the side of its head.
Do you have a token for the new one?
Oh, ha ha ha. There he is.
The Ghoul Lord.
How
Oh, it's a ghast. Look at that tongue.
That is, however, what it can do for now. He's a little bit smarter, though. At the end of the ghast's turn, Alexander.
Ooh, his appearance really shaked up what I was planning to do. I am gonna, Alexander kind of holds his sword backwards and across his face, and he whispers, for Hugo, the word wind in Draconic, before all the loose pieces of his clothing start to stir, and I'm going to cast Zephyr Strike with my bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
My movement no longer provokes attacks of opportunity. I get an extra 30 feet of it. First hit deals an extra d8 of force damage.
My gas is currently about 40 feet from you.
Good to know. I'm actually currently focused on clearing the ads.
You got it.
So I do have the move speed, so I'm gonna zip past him to E and bonk it on the head.
You got it. Roll to hit.
Uh, 15.
15 hits.
Yay. I didn't roll it with enough force, and it cocked really badly on the extra little dragon arts on these dice. It's a D8 for Zephyr Strike, yeah. So a total of 17 points of damage.
17 points of damage. I mean, it's still up, but man, that was a lot.
I'm just gonna stab it again.
Go for it.
Much better roll of dirty 20.
Yeah, definitely hits.
And it takes 11 points of slashing damage.
You, with a couple of deft strikes, cut this undead creature down, and it slumps to the ground.
Yes. Muy excellent. That is my turn. Wretch is gonna... Well, I told her to follow my lead, so what she'll do is she'll end up on this side with me as we face towards the ghast and the other ghoul.
Gabagool. All right. Hugo, that's your go. There are 2 enemies remaining.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna move close to this giant skeleton and just shoot a firebolt at the ghast, because that's about all I can do from this distance.
You got it.
$23 to hit.
23. Oh yeah, definitely hits.
$14 points of fire damage.
Yep.
And actually, hold on. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I'm gonna do 14, and then I am going to hide
Ooh, yeah.
behind the skeleton.
You got it. Go ahead and roll stealth.
That's why we don't roll the fire dice for stealth. It's a 12.
12? Okay, noted. That is the end of Hugo's turn, and that's going to bring us to the last ghoul. The ghoul is going to run at you, Alexander. And now that the ghast is out and about, it gets to make 2 attacks. One with its bite and one with its claws. Here comes the claws first. Ooh, that is a 23 to hit, Alexander.
Sure does.
You're going to take 10 points of slashing damage. Oh, no, this is the ghast. What am I doing? I need the ghoul's stat block. You're going to take 7 points of slashing damage, and then I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
A 12.
With a 12, does succeed. You also, like Hugo, you feel like your muscles start to tense up and lock into place, but you push yourself through it. Having not paralyzed you, it doesn't get advantage on its bite attack, but it is going to make the bite attack nonetheless. And that's a mere 10 to hit. And that is the end of the ghoul's turn. Silvery is going to, I think, let's see. Silvery is going to run to about, let's see, there. Run to about here. And then we'll see if she has enough. She still can't quite get the reach on it, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
So she is going to use her action to dash. And she will get herself right to here. And then she has to do that after she attacks, correct? Oh no. So she will get to that point and she will recklessly defend for Alexander and Wretch. Doing what she can for that round. And that's going to bring us to Melbloiden.
Yeah.
A little mushroom voice continuing to just shriek somewhere within the ether. Oh, you got him, boy. Get him. No.
We decided my symbiotic entity was a bonus action? Or is it or a reaction?
Probably. Hold on. Run Milbloiden.
Oh, I think we turned it into a bonus action.
I think it was bonus.
Whoops. Well, I just rolled your initiative for you, but don't worry about that. Let's see.
Is it better than my actual initiative?
No, it was a natural 1. Natural 1 plus 2. Yes, we made your symbiotic entity a bonus action. You still have to burn a use of your wild shape, though.
I'll hold on to it. Okay, I'm gonna get... Can I get up to him?
Hold on. To the ghast. From where you are right now, the ghast is about 40 feet away. Actually, let me...
No, it's 40 feet. I just was measuring.
Yeah, it's about 40 feet away.
close.
I'm thinking. Can I use my bonus action to use a hidden step and then use my action to dash and get to the other side of the ghast?
Ooh, intriguing. Yes, you can do that. And you will get yourself right up in there, and you will remain invisible until the start of your next turn.
Then I'm gonna just fuck. Okay, yeah, let's go.
All right.
I'm cooking. I'm cooking.
That's gonna be Ervin.
Okay. One big gas and one little thingy. Erin. So your Mills in between the two of them, right?
Yeah, but but he's currently invisible.
Okay. I'm gonna move up a little bit. Let's set the gas on fire. Surely. I will enhancing surge myself.
Mm-hmm.
Give myself a little temp HP because I'm gonna hurt myself. I will overcharge and amplify fire elemental blood.
Oh yeah. Send it.
Ooh, yeah, that's a miss. That's a 8.
Yeah, an 8 is not gonna hit.
That is my turn. I should
Okay.
have just made it a saving throw.
At the end of Advin's turn, it is going to be the Ghast's turn. The Ghast is going to focus its attention. Oops. And it's going to step forward and make some attacks against Silvery, who has a fucking 19 armor class. And it has but it does have advantage against her currently. So that's gonna be where's my thing? There it is. Okay, the claw attack with advantage. That's cocked. With advantage, that's a 21 to hit. Silvery is going to take 10 points of damage. There. Oops. Whoopsies. What am I doing? I typed it into the wrong thing. And then she needs to make a con save, but she's pretty good at those. Natural 20 on the con save. Silvery is not paralyzed, but the bite attack also still does come in with advantage anyway. That also hits with with a 22, so that is another 12 points of damage.
She is a beast.
And making
Doesn't
sure.
Silvery have the heavy armor master feat, or am I insane?
I don't think so, because what she has is not heavy armor.
Well, then she wouldn't have that.
Yeah. Oh, but she does have this mystic bulwark thing.
Yeah, because I thought she had some kind of damage reduction,
Yeah,
right?
so
I
she
think
she
1
gets
point or
4 HP.
something.
No, it's 2, so she gets 4 HP back from the 2 hits. Oh no, it is currently the equivalent of the heavy armor master feat. It's because she's 5th level, so it's 3, so she actually gets 6 HP back. And then I just don't know how much of this kit is true because she basically has built it as a with barbarian stuff, but I don't think she's technically raging.
No, there's no raging.
So there's all of that. As the gas just lays into to her, that's going to bring us to Alexander's round. Alexander, because you are starting your turn within 5 feet of the gas.
I'm not within 5 feet of the gas.
Oh, you're right. You're not within 5 feet of the gas. Never mind.
I will
Alexander,
be soon,
it's your
though.
turn.
I'm gonna attack this creature before me.
Yeah,
but I will
absolutely.
first maneuver in a manner so that I'm flanking with Silvery because I obviously don't know that Mill's there. And I'm gonna attack it. I want it dead. I want his whole family dead. How does an 18 do?
Oh, that hits.
Oh, fantastic. Has this one been damaged yet?
This one has not been damaged
Okay.
yet.
Wretch will spit some fire onto this first one with me. We rolled max damage on both. Holy shit, let's go. So that is 18 points of damage.
18 points of damage. It's real fucked up, Alexander.
I'm gonna have to try to just shiv it again.
Pig and a poke.
Get this thing dead. Well, a dirty 20, I believe,
Oh, yeah.
will also hit. I love rolling these dice, it's so satisfying. 9 more points of damage.
Because it's the last of the group, Alexander, how do you finish this one off?
Alexander and Wretch both split off, running around both sides. She spits that glob of fire as Alexander leaves his sword trailing off to the side so he can catch it.
Mm-hmm.
Rips through most of this creature, and then turns and looks and realizes that it's still mostly hanging on and just hacks at it again.
Yeah.
To sever its torso and cut it in twain. And then we're gonna finish our movement whirling around this ghast. And Wretch is gonna attack it on her turn with her action. Now that there's actually something alive next to me at the end of my turn.
Wretch takes her turn directly after you, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Then I
So
believe
she technically begins it back here,
Right.
and then does the movement.
Yep.
She rolls a 17 on the die for a total of 23 to hit the gas.
23 to hit the gas absolutely hits.
Give it a little maunching. It takes 6 points of piercing damage, and she's gonna hold on to her infusion for her
Hell
reaction
yeah.
for now.
6 points of damage. All right. At the end of your turn, Alexander.
It's the end of my turn.
All right. Hugo, that's your go.
I'm gonna move to the other side of this lovely skeleton. And because there are just so many people surrounding this, I'm gonna shoot it with my crossbow and get sneak attack.
Mm-hmm.
Sneak attack heaven for the rogue.
I don't have advantage, I just have sneak attack, yeah.
You were hidden at the end of your last turn. This thing is surrounded by people. It has no concept of where you are,
Fantastic.
even with the 12 that you rolled.
19.
Oh,
Hit.
definitely hits. Yeah.
So it's gonna be... It's cocked. 16 points of piercing damage.
16 points of piercing damage. Hugo Greaves the Third.
What up?
How do you want to do this?
Oh, fucking finally.
Let's go.
After
May I use
that
my-
session of Grim Punk, jeez.
May I use my dragon shard for flare?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah, Hugo steps out from behind the skeleton, still muttering about being poisoned, and just he pulls out his crossbow and smacks it on his ring, and you see the tip of it just light up. He takes aim, and I'm just gonna shoot it right in the eye.
Yeah, you fire this arrow. This ghast is looking around, and those of you that are around this ghast, this thing stinks. It reeks of rotting, decaying flesh. Not that it is rotting and decaying. It actually looks in better shape than the ghouls did. But you see its stomach is almost distended from the amount of rotten flesh it has been consuming. As this arrow flies through and chunk into the eye of the creature, and you see it begin to slump over. The arrow goes through the eye and collides with the crystal within the head, and you watch as it plops out and falls onto the ground, and the ghast just begins to burn away. And we are out of combat.
Fucking finally.
Wretch is playing with the burning remains.
Amazing.
Can I go find the gem?
Yes, hold on. Yeah.
I'm so sick, you guys. We did it.
Go team.
Go
Teamwork.
We
team.
did it, team.
Yeah.
Erwin did so much fucking damage.
Oh my god, Aaron.
Crit.
I can't
I
believe you
crit, guys.
Sometimes
more
I think about like I'm like worried that I'm building a broken character, and then I remember both Blake and Geo exist.
No more kibbles tasty homebrew. Too good.
He just crit. Anybody.
I
could've
know
done that.
he did crit. I know that was that was an intensely powerful crit. It was very impressive.
I'm so proud.
No, but yeah, as everything begins to quiet down in this space, as these creatures are all dead, you see like 3 of them are just charred from being electrocuted. Couple of them have taken significant fire damage as Hugo walks over and picks this slightly pulsing green gem up off the ground.
A new hand touches the beacon.
If when looking at the gem, is it just? Can I make an Arcana check? Is it magic? Is it just an emerald, or is it just green?
Yeah, make an
I too
arcana
would
check.
also like to make an Arcana.
Yeah, go for it.
No. 10.
10? With
That's
a
a
10,
rock.
16.
With- a 16. So what I'm going to tell you, Hugo, is, and this is for both of you, but it's about the size of a softball.
Okay.
It's a perfect sphere,
Ooh.
slightly pulsing with color. This greenish light. The sphere, it's in and of itself is green, but there's a greenish light pulsing out from it. A whisper from not that long ago comes back to your minds of seek the gems that shimmer with hues untold. And for you, Erwin, there is faint magic here with a 16 Arcana. But it's hard to tell. It could just be the magic that is making it glow like that. But there is faint magic.
There's
All right.
some sort of magic lingering.
Well, one down. 4 to go.
Do you think there's one at the end of every hallway?
Possibly. It says to assemble the chromatic keys. Does that mean the other four are going to be, black, white, blue, and red? Like the dragons?
I mean, that would make sense to me.
I hold the crystal up to Wretch. Just to see if anything happens.
Wretch sniffs at the gem,
Hmm.
and you see she
Tried to eat it.
she looks at it, and you see she actually does have a little forked tongue that she just kind of slightly licks it, and probably the rest of you don't notice it. But Alexander, you, because you're so in tuned with Wretch, definitely notice. You watch as just very, very briefly, Wretch looks like she's starting to change to a different chromatic color, and then she shakes it off, and she actually just kind of backs away from the gem a little bit, like.
Could I tell which color it was?
The eyes began to turn yellow, and the scales around the mouth began to turn green.
Okay.
But I didn't notice, even though I was holding the gem up.
She backs away. It's so subtle. It's so quick. It's literally Alexander noticed it because of the passive perception, and because he does this with Wretch. Wretch changes on his whim. So.
All right.
And with that, as we are sitting here in this room, you guys have collected a chromatic gem. 1 of 5 that you need to complete the labyrinth. And it's 10:20. And I want Blake to be here for more of the thing, so we will probably be in this dungeon for a few sessions. So